I don't usually wear one of these. I usually have a microphone, so bear with me. Ooh, no, I didn't want, no, don't go forward yet. Go backwards. Go backwards.
A switch? Your laptop?
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna go backwards.
I trust you. I know you're very technical, so.
If I gave all of you the option right here today to determine the future of our industry, would you be up for the task? All right, because that's exactly what we're going to do today. And maybe if we have some time, we'll explore more than just one future for our industry as we enter into the multilingual multiverse. So the concept of the multiverse has become a lot more popular thanks to Marvel movies, Oscar award-winning movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Of course, one of my favorite shows, Rick and Morty. So hopefully you've consumed enough pop culture that I don't have to get too technical into the details of what a multiverse is. In a nutshell, it is a hypothetical set of parallel universes, meaning that in one universe, I might not be wearing this suit because I typically don't wear suits. Which Dan are you talking to? Don't know. Could be a multiverse Dan. Decisions that you make in one universe, decision points, can affect the futures of that, right? So think about our industry. Decisions we can make today could go one path or another path or another path, and they could all be existing at the same time. So we're going to jump through those different universes together. There's also an alternate universe where Dan last night got a really good night's sleep, did not go to that second after-party bar, and was probably a little bit more well-rested and ready to go today. But that Dan would have missed some great conversations with some Irishmen who knew all 50 states. I don't even know all 50 states in the United States. But these Irishmen, they were quizzing me on it. All right? But there's a multiverse Dan that probably knows it, okay? So, as I mentioned, you'll have the power to decide our future. But Stefans in this room are not the only ones that have a time machine. I drive mine, though, okay? I get to drive mine. I guess you could drive the TARDIS as well, but let's go back to not 2003, not quite 20 years. Let's go back to 2004. And why is that a significant year? Because that is the year that I entered into this great industry. Prior to that, I graduated college, history degree, as Sophie mentioned. I worked in a used bookstore. I managed a used bookstore, and it was great, right? Surrounding yourself with literature. I fell in love with Kurt Vonnegut, my favorite author. And if you've ever read anything by Kurt Vonnegut, then you can probably get some fuzzy feelings as I'm doing this presentation. And if you haven't, afterwards, let me know. I'll give you a reading list, and I'll give you some homework to read. So, with all that experience in a bookstore, entering the language services industry was a complete mystery to me. And then being that 23-year-old, having people around the office yelling, "Does anyone have the dongle?" I mean, 19 years later, I'm still giggling at who has the dongle. I mean, come on. But as silly as that phrase was, "who has the dongle," it introduced me to the first time of language technology. Now, my career started as a data entry coordinator for one of the largest translation companies in the world. Through there, I worked up through the quality assurance, not quality assurance, the quality assurance department, where people are saying, "So you review the translations?" No, sorry, I barely speak English. I review processes, so quality management systems. I didn't realize it until much later when I got the job title, Process and Technology, of how critical it really is to have harmonization between these two functions in your organization. If you understand your processes, if you understand how your entire organization works, from finance to HR to marketing, and how they're all interconnected, you can see where you can put technology in place to make their lives better, make your organization better, make your organization grow. If you don't have that vision, or if you have clashing between process and technology within your organization, you might get there. You might get there, but you can get there a little bit faster, a little bit better if you have that harmony. So, right there at 3 Park Avenue, New York City, that's where my career started. And it was the moment that, I found out that the industry was doomed. Our industry was over in 2004. It's such that I just joined the industry, and the industry was over. Oh, because CAT tools and TM breakdowns going to destroy the industry. Sorry, no, that's fine. Statistical and rule-based MT is going to destroy the industry. Well, you're still here, okay. Process automation, that's it. We're done. Project manager is going to be replaced by machines. Everyone just retire, pack up your bags. Nah, neural machine translation, that's it. We're just going to run everything through neural MT. We got this. Industry closed, everyone retire early. We're still here. So, what about this artificial intelligence that I've heard a couple of people talk about? It's a kind of a couple of people around town have been talking about this AI. It's going to kill us, right? 5 years from now. 5 years from now, our industry is doomed, right, Sophie? Yeah. I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet with your cryptocurrency friend that will still be around. All this technology led to change, and we have to understand that AI is going to lead to change. Change is hard. Change management is difficult. So we need to be prepared. I think we need to be better prepared today with AI than we were with all these other technologies. Fear, resistance, letting the big players make decisions for us, taking all the risks because, well, they've got the funds to do so. Well, I think technology now is at an access point that every person in this room can and should have a say in how we're using AI for this industry. Okay, now I got to get creative with this mouse. Like everything, listen, it's much like technology. If this goes really well, it's going to be awesome. And if I mess things up, then I'll play it off as that's exactly what I meant to do. So, I mentioned it today. Decisions we make today can create different futures for our industry. We've got 3 choices on the board. I told you, you guys are empowered. I'm going to look around. You guys are going to decide. Are we today going to resist AI in our industry? Are we going to just say, completely use it across the board? Or do we take a little bit more of a slower, cautious approach, right? Might not get there fast, but do we use it based on use cases? What do you guys say? Based on use case. Anyone else? Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work. Can I exit the... This is not going to be easy, is it? All right, let's see. Let's try it. Based on use case. Great, it worked. I think it's a great idea, guys. Listen, we can take the time to really understand what AI can, and more importantly, can't do for us. We won't rush into things. We won't burn through a ton of money because, we're doing things just ad hoc and not knowing what problems we're trying to solve. I think it's a good approach. Now, okay, should we use it in the back end? Not tell our customers? I mean, I know that this industry has had a notorious history of doing that, right? Or should we partner with our customers to truly understand their use cases and their needs and figure that out together? Choice is yours. Partner to understand? Oh, that's interesting. Let's see how we end up here. It's a good move. It's a smart move. I feel good about our future so far. You're making good choices, and I appreciate that. We better understand the customer's expectations around AI. A lot of them are in regulated industries. A lot of them have their own policies on using AI. It'd be good to understand what those are from their organizational standpoint of what they allow their employees to do. So then you can come up with creative solutions to help them solve problems. Now, okay, big question here. And I don't know where I stand on this because, I mean, NIMSY 100, does that make me a large LSP or not? So maybe I'm the enemy here. I don't really know. But should all LSPs be involved, or should we just let the big boys take all the risk? Oh, I feel really good about this future you guys are deciding for us. Too bad I'm going to destroy it in a minute. All right. That's very temperamental button clicks here. New opportunities, new jobs. I have been saying for the last few years internally at my company, every project manager needs to have the skills of a localization engineer in the next few years. Every local engineer needs to have the skills of a solutions architect in the next few years, and every solutions architect needs to have the skills of a developer in the next few years. I'm going to add to this now. This is something I said years ago. I'm going to add to this now. More people need to be looking at data. You need data annotators. You need your SMEs, the people that really know the content, to lead the charge on that in making sure that the data is annotated properly and that you're getting clean data sets, because that's going to allow you as an organization to better train your machine learning, your large language models with information that is relevant to your business, to your customers, right? You know, because of the decisions you made, our industry will adapt. We will flourish. We're not going to have that same sense of fear and resentment to the technology. Every key stakeholder involved, from the translator through the supply chain up to the customer, is part of this decision. And I think that brings us to the best future, where the translation is made part of a strategy for an organization as opposed to an afterthought. If we partner with our customers to understand how we can solve language problems, we're not in language services anymore. I'm sorry to tell you that. I know we're killing a lot of things, right? We're in language solutions now, okay? So that's where we're at as an industry. So, should we reset the timeline, try again, or accept our fate? Oh, yeah, let's reset. I think that's going to be fun. By the way, I failed to mention I have 10 different endings here. 10. We're not going to get to all 10, but we have 10 different options here. All right, let's reset our timeline. All right, what do you want to do? We already did based on use cases. I mean, we have some selections we could do there again if we want to. Or we can open door number 1 or door number 2. Completely use AI. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. All right, it's a pretty big risk, guys. I'm not going to lie. Do we even know what the hell we're doing? What are we doing with this AI stuff? Just throw it out there, you figure things out. People are going to make mistakes. We're going to waste a lot of money. But, you know, cool. No risk, no reward, right? So, I mean, good job. Should we, again, use it in the back end without customer visibility? Should we let the customers do what they want with the AI? Or should we, again, partner? Well, let's not partner. I'm done with partnering. All right, so use AI in the back end without customer visibility, or let the buyers do what they want. Back end, all right. Shady. All of you, shame. Shame, shame, shame. I don't know how you're going to sleep at night with these decisions you're making for our future of our industry. It's awful, awful, I tell you. As I mentioned, the industry has a history of doing that. I mean, sometimes we justify it by saying, it's like, you know, don't really know how the sausage is made as long as the sausage tastes good, you know, so whatever. We're using technology to optimize and automate. We'll say the same spiel, right? We use it because we perceive it for the greater good. It's gonna help them get their translations faster. It's gonna help them get their translations more cost effectively. So, you know, Here we go. We're doing it for the greater good. Now, decision time. I'll let you guys. You really decide whatever you want here. I'm not going to influence you to say I'm not going to tell you to let the large LSPs. I'm not going to do that. You guys have free will here. I won't click the button. Oh, so you're going to let the large LSPs do it? Oh, geez, guys, come on. I tried to warn you not to do it. What's going to happen here? They're going to consume all other LSPs. We talked about SLVs, we talked about whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. We let the large LSPs run rampant on this and control this, they'll consume everything. Won't even blink twice either. They'll enjoy it. Okay, I don't have much time. Can we do one more maybe? All right, okay, all right. We are now going back in time in my time travel machine. That's how we've reset the timeline to the point of today where we can make more decisions, where you guys aren't going to resist AI. This is a technology group. We're not resisting AI, are we? Yeah, oh, okay, let's just do it. You know, AI, what's the big deal with it? I don't even know. Chat GPT, what? Now our buyers, they're not going to resist. They're going to get motivated to use AI without us. And without that professional help, that professional consultation, again, we're language solutions now. I gave you all arrays, not language services, language solutions. We can partner with them. We know the use cases. We can help guide them on that journey together. But if we resist it, they're going to do it. It's not going to be good for them. It's not going to be good for us. Now, the nightmare scenario here is imagine if all large language models start consuming itself because there's no human translations anymore, right? It's taking content from the internet that's been machine translated and using it to, language will evolve. We will not have the human languages that we have right now if we let it consume itself, cannibalize itself, and turn it into a variant. We've already kind of taken an approach there, by the way. How many of you text using emojis? Right? You know, it's part of what's happened to language now. We're including these symbols, which is weird because, I mean, we went from hieroglyphics to languages, back to hieroglyphics again. But language will evolve if we resist. That's the doomsday scenario here, by the way. This is the, well, maybe the large LSP is consuming everything as well. But we just saw two kind of the scary scenarios. But I think we'll accept our fate no matter what. I liked your first choices better. We should have did the worst one first, so end on a high note, but let's accept our fate. Because I want to talk about how do we get to the best universe possible. We know that we have to be adaptable. We know that technology changes in a blink of an eye, and that's tough. It's tough to learn one thing, and then a month later something else comes out and something else comes out. We have to build our teams, we have to build our structures, organizations to be flexible and adaptable because technology is not going to wait for us. It's going to keep going. And we have to adapt and be ready. Open communication, open discussions with the key stakeholders. Let's not make the mistakes that we made in the past with this, right? Let's talk to every stakeholder individually if you can. Again, you're talking to your translators because they've got fear, they've got questions. Who's going to answer it for them? You should really be taking lead to do it yourselves. Prepare them. Prepare your customers. Prepare your employees. Everyone needs to know, again, change is inevitable in our industry, but it doesn't mean that the industry is going to die. It doesn't mean that people are going to lose jobs. People might have to change jobs, and that's another thing that people need to be prepared for. Give people the skills they need to thrive in the future of our industry. Understand how this ChatGPT thing. Well, I know some use cases. How do I prompt it to get the best results? Well, you've just created a new job. You got people that are going to be specialized in prompting, right? There you go, right? I mean, the main thing is we want to solve real problems. Oftentimes, someone will come up with this black box, this miracle cure that says, all of your problems will be solved if you just use X. If you just use AI, it's going to solve all of your problems. It's not. We're naive if we think AI is going to solve all of our problems. However, it can solve a lot of them if we allow it to. The main thing that I want to close with here is focus in on what AI can and can't do, and it's going to change, right? What it can't do today, it could do a month from now or two. So find your use cases, find the things that you really want to focus in on internally, because you all should be testing it out internally to solve your own problems, but also, again, with those great discussions you're having with your customers and all key stakeholders, you're going to find even better use cases. Share knowledge. I love this conference. I love talking to all of you, learning from all of you, right? It's amazing. It's amazing when I'm sitting there and it's like, yeah, I think I know so much about this technology, and just interacting with all of you and seeing how you're using it just blows me away. And we're meeting as an industry here. We're meeting as people sharing ideas and sharing solutions. So I think as you're coming up with use cases, as you're coming up with AI solutions, I think we as an industry need to get together and discuss that openly. And I think if so, we can definitely get to the best version of the future, which you guys got on the first chance. So really good job there. I'm really proud of you. Thank you so much.